check. Check, check, check. Hey guys, what is going on? I hope you can hear me, not just the music. My name is Ville Virtanen, or Darude, and I am in my studio, and I'm very, very, very happy to soon play a new track or new release of mine that I did with my buddy Heikki Liimatainen, a Finnish producer, DJ, and party organizer, promoter. And we got to remix an amazing classic called Beautiful Things by Andain. It came out in early 2003, I believe, on Tiesto's compilation, the original version, and then it was released by Black Hole Records in October of 2003. And now Betsy Larkin has a compilation called Angels, Humans and Robots, and our remix of Andain Beautiful Things, Heikki L and the Darude remix, is on that compilation. I'm streaming to Twitch and Facebook at the same time. Facebook has been failing me lately, so if it does right now, Facebook peeps, don't worry, because I am recording this from this on here, and if something fails, I'll post it up for you guys later. But okay, so here is Beautiful Things, Heikki L and Darude remix by Andain. Kush! Heikki L and the Darude remix of Andain Beautiful Things. Anybody who's been at my shows lately, last year or so, I've been playing the crap out of this track. Not only lip syncing, it's also air synthing. So go check out Heikki L. Heikkil. He's a good friend of mine.
Take this happy ending away.
And a brilliant
It's
producer.
All the same. God won't waste this simplicity on possibility. Get me up, wake me up, dreams are filling this trace of blame. Frozen still, I thought I could stop. Now who's gone away? No one's calling for me at the door. And unpredictable won't bother anymore. And silently gets harder to ignore. Look straight ahead, there's nothing left to see. What's done is done, this life has got its hold on me. Just let it go. One now can never be. So many beautiful things. So many beautiful
Yes, Teemu.
things.
Those vocals.
So
Yes. Yes, sir, I can boogie. Yes, guys, keep on laughing. I know I look ridiculous when I'm partying it up on my own, alone in my studio, but I don't care. I'm a fan of the original song. It is amazing. Andain, Beautiful Things. And I actually came across on Heikki's original bootleg remix of this, and I wanted to get involved. And so we came up with this, what it now is, the final official mix that is out on Black Hole Records since, I believe, last Friday. Go check out Black Hole Records. You'll find them online, Google or go Facebook, Twitter, whatever. Check out Betsy Larkin and her compilation Angels, Humans and Robots. This is volume 1. You can find it on pretty much every download store, I guess. The Beatports, this and that, Amazon's, iTunes, what have you. Some tracks on the compilation you can buy separately. I believe this one you can, and several of them. I think there's 20 tracks or something, 17, 18, I don't remember exactly. Some of them are compilation only, but it's a good compilation. Go check it out. And go check out Heikki L, Heikkil, DJ Heikki L on Facebook. He's a good friend of mine and has produced music with me for my at least my second album earlier, third one as well actually. Yeah, Tell Me was co-produced with Heikki, and yeah, good guy. And yay, Facebook feed lasted this time. I'm thinking I'm gonna replay this quietly in the background as I'm reading both Twitch on this screen and Facebook on my phone, and see if I can answer a couple of questions. Joseph Metzinger, if you get in touch with Summerfest in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and have them book me, I would love to come play. Yeah. Lucy, I don't know exactly about Michigan, but I am planning on US dates right now, so fingers crossed. All right, and how about you guys? Super drunk, no shirt guy. What are you talking about? Finnish, Swedish, it's all the same. It's not even close to being the same. Be careful now, man. Vai torille, selvä. RC Mies MIE5. I don't use FL Studio, I use Logic Pro. And Ableton Live a little bit as well. Once again, how do I feel about my song becoming one of the biggest memes? I effing love it. The joke's on you guys. Pre-stage, Manchester, I would love to come. I don't have a Manchester date in my calendar right now, but I am talking about some UK dates later this year, so hopefully one of those is Manchester. Which club should I play in Manchester? Richman 16, do I know Madion? Do I know him? Yes and no, I've met him. Talented fella. Really talented. I'd love to work with him one day if he wants to work with me. Mundane name. Do I play all ages shows? Yes, I do here and there, but unfortunately, very, very few promoters organize on underage shows for various reasons. So I love playing them. In fact, I've actually played a kids disco, you know, from like 2 years to 12 years old a couple of weeks ago. And I would love to come back to Portland. It was so much fun the last couple of times. Yes, I live in Finland still, or actually again. I've been back about 2 years. I lived near Atlanta, Georgia for about 6 years before that. Keptek? No, not until 4 a.m. this time. I'm going to read your questions for a while, answer some stuff, and call it a night in about 15 minutes or so. Aisamies Vammalan keikka. Enpä tiedä, olisiko siellä seurahuone vai mikä. Ehkä joskus, jos joku mut sinne buukkaa. Lurk and leave. I'm not somebody who would call somebody out or whatever, start shading or hating somebody online for no reason. There are probably a lot of artists that I wouldn't work with based on their whatever ideas or political things or whatever, but I wouldn't ever publicly, you know, tell those reasons, and it's not, there's no point. Thank you, Cyrus. That's the proper link. Tiny Cyclops, you're asking about Alan Walker's work. I should be, because the name sounds familiar, but I must admit, I'm not gonna lie, right now I can't put my finger on it. Do you have a link? Or where can I find it so I can check myself? I do not have a launch pad. Turesor. I live in southern Finland. Pre-stage, Tomorrowland, I don't know. Right now, as of today, I haven't been booked to play Tomorrowland this year. I hope so. It's a very, very, very amazing festival. I'd love to play there again. Ryan Beat, why would I try to make a song very similar to Sandstorm and Feel the Beat? Because I made those 15, 16 years ago. There's really no point in exactly trying to emulate my own stuff that I made back then as in full songs. Greetings from Macedonia. Hi, back. What's up? Aisamies, mulla on Suomessa bookkeri Warner Music Live. Sinne koodia Samppaan tai Ninoon, niin voidaan ruveta puhelemaan. RC-mies. Any tips for beginning music producers? A lot of tips and very little time. I can actually make a stream of those tips, perhaps. But, I mean, just in short, read up everything you can. Go to forums, buy magazines like Future Music, Computer Music, Sound on Sound. Those three I've read a lot. This is only Sound on Sound. But go to logicprohelp.com, for instance. Go to Ableton Live, Ableton website, forum, check out there. Go to Gear Slots and read up on gear, on effects, synths, different DAWs, and just listen to the music that you love. Try to figure out how it's done. Check out the arrangements, check out the sound, check out the mixing, and try to emulate it with your own melodies, with your own everything. Learn from the favorite tracks you have or that you like. Lauritskaino, not gonna play Sandstorm today. I just played a new piece of music, and yeah, I think I'm gonna keep it at that for today. Although I'm going to put something in the background. Let's just do that so there's something going on at the same time. From Label This, because I just played chillers, I'm gonna play another chiller here. This is called Dreams, and the vocals are by the wonderful Janina Fry, Finnish former model. I guess she's modeling still, and also a very, very good singer. Kaihoa, my remix of Beautiful Things was released, I believe, last Friday. It's out on Black Hole Music, and it's on Betsy Larkin's compilation called Angels, Humans and Robots. I know it's probably a very small picture, but on my screen I have the album cover right here. Okay, I'm gonna make that a little louder. Who else? Do I master my own music? Yes and no. Most music that I make, I end up mastering first myself, because there's several phases of my tracks. The phase where it's not going to be released yet, but it's I'm playing it out at a club, so I home master myself. I can get it to the final mix about whatever 95%, 98%, and I master it, and the sound is way good enough that I can play it out. And after a couple of plays at a club, I usually know if I need to tweak it somewhere or not. But then for the actual releases, actual CDs, well, CDs are not maybe relevant anymore, but actual releases, I use a guy called Heikki at Chartmakers in Finland, Helsinki, Finland, and he's been my trusted mastering engineer for over 10 years now. And even though I can make good enough masters myself, I do like having second set of ears from somebody who understands dance music but is not emotionally involved in my music, so they'll be sort of honest and not limited, tweaking the sound as best they can. Legalize gay potatoes. Do I still earn royalty money from Sandstorm? I suppose something is coming here and there, yes, because it's still being played around the world on the radio and online and stuff. Somebody asked about my name, Darude. The name comes from me originally getting a nickname Rude Boy by a couple of my friends, because I played the track called Rude Boys by Layla K about 7 times in a row at a pre-party. I was a little getting, I guess, a little tipsy and happy before we went out and partied, so they started teasing me, calling me Rude Boy. Later on, I started using it as a nickname on like IRC chats and online, and then when I started making music. But Rude Boy doesn't really point to dance music, but more like raga or something like that, dance hall. So, and I didn't want to be a boy, so I dropped the boy. So it became The Rude, then Darude, and separately. And then when Sandstorm cover sleeve was done, the graphic artist Sampo Hänninen actually put that together, Darude, and it looked nice as a logo and one word, so I kept it. So thanks, Sampo. Okay, so now there's a good amount of questions. Somebody's asking me about favorite TV shows. I love TV shows. I don't follow anything usually when it's coming out, but I do Netflix or iTunes marathon, so to say. So I, 2 to 5 or something episodes in a row when I start watching. So I love Bones. I've been following that for ages. I used to follow all the NCIS ones, the original, and now there's the couple of spin-offs and also CSIs. Those I haven't watched that religiously anymore, but then I watched Scorpion just recently, started watching that. Is it How to Get Away with Murder? Something like that. What else is there? Suits. And I used to love X-Files, which is amazing because now X-Files is back, and I haven't watched the new episodes yet, but I'm going to very soon. And then I just watch the occasional movie here and there. I know I'm late, but Orange is the New Black, I've been watching that recently as well. Benjamin, I don't use much hardware anymore. I've got some here and one keyboard in the corner, a couple in the storage. I rarely turn them on these days. I don't use them day to day in my day-to-day productions, but I do use them here and there to sort of do things differently than I'm normally doing these days. And I sample them. I make multi-samples for my software sampler, for instance, or I play something live to get some sort of a little more organic live feel and fix them up if I miss something, or play the wrong key or whatever as audio. And but yeah, I mean, I love my old gear still, and I'll probably never get rid of them. Pretty much everything in the box. Yes, Rauma Juhannus will be amazing. Music is a little too loud. How can that be? Okay, let's see. see, do I have something else nice to play? Not really. Yeah. I could just keep it at that. Maybe I'll play that one more time. You guys want to hear Beautiful Things one more time? I'm gonna play it quiet in the background so it won't bug. Yecaf? I think I will have a regular stream schedule. And then maybe jump by here and there for 2 seconds if I want to. But I think I've now soon in a place where I technically have figured out all the setup for the studio, so I can do maybe a couple of cameras and some screen grabbing from my main computer on the laptop, so I can show some stuff what I do. And then I'll just have to decide and see some sort of a schedule, maybe once a week, maybe once a month, whatever it is, and start doing it. Top 5 plugins in my opinion. Okay, as far as synths go, I really like Silent. I've been using it for quite a while, and now it's also more solid when the 64-bit version came out. I like Spire a lot, and now with the 112 version, it's not as CPU hungry, so it's better than it was before, and there's a couple of other new things as well. I really like Nexus for all kinds of stuff. There's great leads, great pads, great basses, and you can expand it with expansion kits, sample packs, whatever you have, and they have about 1 million of those. And then a lot of Native Instruments stuff I use. I use Massive quite a lot. What else? That's I guess 4. One synth that I like a lot, I've been messing with, is Element by Waves. It's sort of a old school feeling thing. It's like a mono synth with an arpeggiator or a little sequencer thingy, and I like that a lot. It sort of takes me back to where I started from. Then for EQs, I like Logic's own EQ. I don't know if it sounds good or not. Like, I mean, to me it sounds good, but some people say that there are better EQs like Fat Filters and Waves this and, you know, whatever that. But for me, the Logic EQ is fine, so, as well as Logic Compressor for some stuff. But then I use R-Comp, Renaissance Compressor from Waves, a good bit. And one of my key, almost on every bass and synth track I have, Volume Shaper by Cable Guys. Volume Shaper 4 is amazing because you can you have 2 bands, so you can make the low end duck more than highs or whatever, different things. And I like Sausage Fattener a lot. I use Bit Crusher from Logic a good bit, not necessarily always to crush, you know, take it low bit, but just to hard cut something, make cut peaks out just with the crusher. And what else? I like H delay a lot from Waves. And oh, somebody asked for my mastering chain. My mastering chain, I first have an EQ that I use to clean stuff up if there is something to clean up in a master still, in a master channel. I often do final mix without anything in a master, then I take stuff in a different project to do the actual master. But if I do gig mastering for myself to play at a gig, then I often do it in the same project as I go. And so I have an EQ for cleanup, then I have Art Renaissance compressor to take it, I don't remember what the it's a very slow attack, slow release, something hard or no, soft opto I think it was, as the basis of the thing. Tops 2 dBs of gain reduction, usually less than 2, just to even the whole thing out a little bit. And then with that makeup gain, you can actually control what I'm feeding the next thing, which is actually now I started using Logic Zone compressor with just a couple of percent, using really hard compressor, but only about 3 or 4% mix. So it adds a really squeezed and squashed out thing to the dry signal, so it sort of gives the whole mix a little bit of body and doesn't really add too much loud or so to say peaks and stuff, i.e. you can make the thing seem louder, a dB or 2 louder, without affecting the headroom too much at all. And then after that I usually have Kramer tape to give it a little bit of tape saturation, which I'm not really an analog guy, but I like the Kramer tape saturation. I take all the wow and flutter and whatever it has, the modulation stuff out, i.e. the analog imperfections out, but I leave the distortion, so it warms it up a bit, beefs the low end a little bit, and maybe it sort of widens it in a way as well from mids and highs. I don't know exactly. Yeah, I guess you could say it widens it a little bit. And it's sort of also because it's a distortion, it gives it a little bit of more oomph and a little bit of saves you some headroom, so to say. And after that I either go to Waves L3 Ultra Maximizer or Multi Maximizer, or a tiny bit of sausage fattener to get the final limiting and final dB or 2 of squeezing. And oh, before the limiter I might have another EQ that is not a corrective surgical EQ, but like I might lift the highs a little bit, because for instance the Kramer tape saturation eats high end a little bit, so I might add a dB or something like that of high end shelf to compensate for that. Okay, just a couple more questions and then I gotta go. Let's see what Facebook says. Chile, if you book me to Chile, if you tell me where to go, I'd be happy to come. Do I keep master channel at 0 dB? Yes, I do, the fader, but if I've mixed sort of, not thinking about it, sort of poorly, that my buses come to the master too hot, then the first thing I have in my master channel is a gain plugin, and I pull the gain plugin, you know, whatever, -6 or something like that, so I will have headroom before I start doing my levels and master processing in the master. But I like keeping the actual fader at 0 dB. Thomas Winter, thank you so much, man. I know the song is beautiful. And it's not because of our remix. The song is beautiful originally, and we just worked with it. Okay. Let's see. Only Finnish word you know is perkele. Okay, here's another one, saatana. And both of them are a little bit of naughty, so don't say them to small Finns. Have I ever been back to the location where I recorded the music video for Sandstorm? Parts of them, yes. And I mean, it's not one location, it's all around Helsinki, Finland. So it's actually, if you try to run the whole thing in the 3.5-4 minutes that the video lasts, you'll be about 4 hours late when you get done. Do I ever feel I've overmastered a track? Yes, I have. Not really something I've released, because I've caught that before, and my mastering engineer, who's done my previous stuff, well, the second, third, and this fourth album, we actually, my advice for him, I'm not advising him how to master, but the limiting thing has been that basically, compared to anything that is out and commercial right now, sort of do the final limiting to that, and then give it room like a 1 or 1.5 dBs, so as not to squeeze the F out of it like everybody else does. But that said, I mean, I do compress and limit the master and also buses before that, and that's part of dance music, but also sometimes it's easy to over compress at some point, but then you kind of just have to dial it back. Oh yeah, Homeland of TV shows. I've watched Homeland too. I'm waiting for that to be back, and also hold on, what's the one with Kevin Spacey? I'm having a hole in my head right now. That one was amazing. I'm waiting for that to come back. House of Cards, yes. And Blacklist, I watched that too. And This Is Live. I look exactly like someone else. No, I don't. They look exactly like me. Okay. Now I gotta catch up. Do I listen to any kind of metal music? I don't really these days. I used to listen to metal. What is metal, or what kind of metal? I used to listen to 80s hair metal. Bon Jovi's, Twisted Sister, Judas Priest. I don't know how you're supposed to say that. I'm always corrected when I say that. Then, of course, like Scorpions and stuff. Also Metallica, Motley Crue, Wasp, Kiss, that kind of stuff. 80s hair metal, early 90s punk, whatever there was. Therapy, Bad Religion, sort of stuff that got to Finland. Probably not the most underground punk, but early stuff. Offspring. And I still here and there clear my head and clean my ears, so to say, with very different stuff. Like either really, I'm a very good passive radio listener, so I just listen to radio, and whatever comes on is good. Sometimes even just talk radio. But also sometimes it's amazing to go for a drive and have whatever, Metallica, Master of Puppets, for instance, just blasting for a good long hour or something to really take my head out of the usual. Omena, mulla on tossa tommonen satula. Alright, is this the real life? Will I be doing a live DJ set on stream? Yes, not today, but yeah, one of these days I am going to do that as well. Boggeroni, how can you donate? At the moment you can't, but if you want to do me some good, you could go and buy my record or records on any download store you want, or come see my show when I come somewhere near you. Yes, Pixel Pie Spire is great. Is this Vaseline on my table? This one? Yeah, of course. I always have Studio Vaseline here. Why wouldn't I? And also, this is pure pheromones that I'm drinking. What's the BPM for Sandstorm? That's the hard one. Alright guys, I'm gonna pick, say, 5 more questions. Yes, I live with my mom again. My mom's knocking on the door. I gotta go in a minute. That is a Nectar Panorama P6 controller. Oh gosh. Fapping. Alright. Moon Reverse, am I friend with Deadmau5? I would say we're friendly. You should ask Joel if we're friends. He's a nice guy. I like him, and I consider him a peer. But he didn't send me a Valentine's Day card, so I don't know. What the fuck, Joel? Yeah, so that should also explain how do I feel about Deadmau5's music. Yeah, he's a brilliant producer, engineer, mixer, and I don't probably like each and every one of his tracks, but that's just my taste. But I mean, he has very, very cool musical things in his tracks, melodies, chord changes, stuff that I definitely wouldn't have come up with. So my hat's off to him. My headphones, these ones are V-Modus, and I also DJ with V-Modus. Alright, cool. You know what? I think this is about covering it, and I'm going to end this for tonight. Again, as I said in the last stream, if somebody saw that, I am going to start doing these streams more regularly, and I have written a little list for myself of things that I could cover, but I'm also sort of learning this stream thing as I go, and I know many of you guys have done streaming or following streams for a long time, so I'm sort of also openly trusting you guys to maybe give me hints and ideas on what to do. Excuse me. My pheromone drink is biting back. So I'm thinking of doing some sort of production things, different kind of tutorials, maybe show my tracks around, possibly at one point doing a live production thing, maybe even collaborating with somebody. And then at times I could show some tech stuff. At times we could just do a Q&A, or just hang out, for whatever reason. And I also have a couple of ideas on how to engage other producers, either in the studio, virtually, over or online with me. So that's something I've thought about. But if you want to, please shoot ideas, because I think we can make my stream better together. And like I said, a lot of you guys probably have done this for a much longer time than I have, so I might learn something from you. So here it is. I'm going to close my microphone. I'm going to play the track again for a bit, and then that's good night for now. See you guys. Thank you so much for following, and huge props for Facebook. You hung on the whole freaking hour this time. Good stuff. See you later, guys. Do, 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 do.
No one's calling for me at the door, and unpredictable won't bother anymore. And silently gets harder to ignore. Look straight ahead, there's nothing left to see. What's done is done, this life has got its hold on me. Just let it go. What now can never be. I forgot that I might see so many beautiful things. I forgot that I might need to find out what life could bring. Take this happy ending away. It's all the same. God won't waste this simplicity on possibility. Get me up, wake me up, dreams are filling this trace of blame. Frozen still, I thought I could stop. Now who's gone away?